It's Thoughtful Thursday.
Amazon.com. Now, Amazon's a pretty wealthy, prosperous, growing company. Some of the things I like that they do, I like that they give me a great forum to do online shopping. Because a lot of times you just can't find whatever you need anywhere but online. The other thing I like about them is the way they're doing delivery and the way that they're doing distribution. Though it's causing a weird issue. I'll come back to that. The things I don't like is that they're expanding into other things. Like, I like Audible. Audible's a good product on its own. It doesn't have to be an Amazon thing. They could sell it and it would be just as good. I kind of want them to stop trying to make technology. That's a weird request, but like, let's stop doing that and go back to doing what we can do and make it affordable and cheap and awesome and get drones everywhere. Because drive delivery, that's the thing that I'm really looking forward to. I'm expecting them to do Amazon cars soon, just like the Google car was doing the Google Maps. Not to do Amazon Maps, but to do Amazon deliveries. So that they can go to wherever you are at that time. The car can ping you for your location, or your cell phone for your location, and they can drop you off and be like, you have a delivery outside. Please come down and pick up your package. It'll time how much or how long it waited for you so that it keeps track of you as a customer and gives you a rating of some sort. There are a lot of different things that you can do with that, and I want to see more of it. There are some accusations of the poor working conditions, and I don't think it's so much poor working conditions, it's that the human body isn't designed to do what they're doing over the period of time that they're supposed to be doing it. I think it's one of those things where you put everybody in split shifts, like 4 hours on, 4 hours off, with like a lunch break in between, and you stagger it however you need to stagger it to make it happen. Or you go continuing with, you want to build technology, fine. Build more robots and drones. Have the warehouse be picked by robots. Or, I mean, yeah, I can't say put the people on segways because then you're still standing for the same amount of time and weirdness. And I'm not saying that people don't go out and pick fruit and stuff like that, but it does stuff to you over a certain amount of time. So you do have to consider the health of your workers, but Amazon's doing wonderful, wonderful things, and I'm the pro-tech, the pro-technology, the pro-progression side. Where it puts us in a sticky wicky is with our brick-and-mortar stores, and most of them I'll let them burn to the ground, but there are certain things like services, especially restaurants, and public gathering places, which would, for most of you, include bars and community centers and things like that, where people gather. So those are the main ones that show up. Like petrol stations would probably still be around. They'd probably have little convenience marts. I don't know how stocked they would be after the revolution. But we may very well get to a point where brick and mortar stores don't exist as we know them today. It may be like demo shops. So it's literally like one or two people with like a physical catalog of things, so you can come in and feel the material and be like, oh, is this in this size, or this size? Let me see how it fits on me. Okay, thanks. I'll go ahead and put an order in, and they can either pull out their phone and do it, because honestly that's going to be what it is, or someone who has a dead phone or something can go to the local computer in the shop and order from there. That's, I think, the future. I think that's where it's going. And there are a few in-betweeners that are weird, like your local comic and game shop. I'm always for you supporting a comic and game shop that you like. Go do that. Do that where you can. Spend a couple dollars more with them, given the option, because you're getting more than just the product. You're supporting a store, place, location that you go to on a regular basis. If you're just looking for the bottom line, and you're going to play at home or read at home, and you don't care about people or seeing people, by all means, that's what Amazon's there for. Do that. But when you feel like coming out into the light and you want somewhere to go, that may be the thought process you need to think of supporting your brick and mortar store. So if you have a local place that you really like, give them the business, give them the option. It's just what you got to do. Unfortunately, it's how it's working. Eventually, we'll get to a place where the revolution has changed everything and it's not going to be as big a deal anymore. But we're not there yet. We're still in the change, and it leaves business owners and consumers in a weird spot because eventually one day we'll get to a point where there won't have to be that many jobs. People will still get paid for doing different services. It'll be less about selling things because, hell, that's just the way it's going to go. We're going to have enough materials, enough processing out there that, hey, we just need to do enough things to make everything happen for everybody. And quite honestly, I really think that's where it's going to go. I think our capitalist light is going to burn out sooner than everybody thinks it is here in America. And we're at the very least going to become more socialist, very similar to England. It just doesn't work when all the money stacks up in pools in certain locations with everybody who already has it, and then you end up with a Marxist revolution. Maybe I'll leave that one for next week. But Amazon.com, yay or nay, it's just, I'm not saying either one's right. I'm saying you should be thinking about it and deciding where you want to be. But I'm Kamurai, and hell, that's a thought I thunk this Thursday.
If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels.